Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
Yes, this was originally going to be up last night, but we couldn't get through the system. We did end up putting a video on Patreon only, which included some stuff we were going to put in here, but I think that it was right when we started talking about that stuff that the computer just shut down. And they stopped the recording on us. So we have a MiG23 jet crashed in Michigan. What? Is the war underway already? Are the Ruskies here? Not exactly. This was actually at a plane show and it went down. The pilot did eject. The plane did hit parked vehicles. No deaths. That's good. I wonder if there's something. It just feels like this is symbolic.
You know, it just, why is there one of these in our airspace?
Yeah, okay. So it just like somebody said to me in my head, you remember Red Dawn? Where were they? Wolverines! They were in Michigan. It feels like this is symbolic.
Mm-hmm. It most likely is.
Meanwhile, in Canada, more fires, tons. Massive wildfire outbreak broke out in Northwest Territories. Hundreds of thousands of acres. I mean, is there anybody living out there, really? I mean, not that many people. I mean, shoot. You know, most of Canada is in a tiny, small little, small little section of the immensity of Canada. Canada is the second largest country after Russia as far as land area. But, you know, not that many people in the entirety of that country. Where are these fires starting from?
Good question.
Yeah, thousands have been evacuated over various small communities, but just like Lahaina, serious telecommunications failures going on. Early warning systems alerts not being used properly. Meanwhile, Biden was asked about what's going on over in Maui. No comment. Didn't give any information. He's too busy golfing or whatever. Yeah. Or looking for more money for Ukraine. Thousands displaced, 2,200 structures destroyed. 86% of these structures were residential. 96 confirmed dead. Still over 1,000 missing. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Oh, look how Russia left Ukraine. Oh, no. Wait a minute. This is the U.S. and Maui. That does not look like a wildfire, does it?
No, it's total and complete devastation. And you can see, you know, how things are getting so highlighted. Every day, things are getting more and more highlighted. And we just have to ask, when are we going to reach the point where we're going to stop feeding the system, this self-destructing system that we continue to pay into?
Yeah, and that's the key. Pay into. You know, we have to find a way out of this system. It's not easy, but it will be done by some. Some will do it, and some will thrive. Perfect circle burning in the Maui fires. Does this look natural to you? What sort of wind pattern would cause that? Yeah, you know, again, is it a fire elemental taking a pee? Just joking there. So, you know, readers out of context, when even amounts of fuel are present, wildfires spread outward in an ellipse, an oval, or a similar shape. Yeah, they're saying there's no way it's unnatural. Yeah, I mean, again, idiot patrol. They think we are all idiots. You know, yet we have the Chinese military says they figured out how to build laser weapons that can fire indefinitely without overheating. Really? Well, that would certainly, that really gives a plausible idea to how you could see devastation, how you could see, you know, these patterns. Somebody just simply drew a circle. Maybe there were some targets that needed to be outed here, so why not draw a line around the target and then watch it go down? it's right there. Chinese military, they have lasers that will fire indefinitely. And we had this news clip from January 2023 that reveals astronomers claiming that Chinese satellite been caught on video beaming down green lasers over Hawaiian Islands. There's nothing to see here, guys, right? Yeah, I remember that. I do. And the Pentagon admits they have directed energy weapons. I mean, they're mounted on half tracks. They're mounted on planes. They are able to shoot from satellites. This is just in ships. They're declassified. This is a reality, but no, that's not what's happening there. Sure, okay. Locals in Maui. There's a lot coming out about this, and there's tons of people in Maui that are just jumping on Twitter right now and just saying, hey, you're all being lied to. You're all being lied to. This is not what's going on here. There's a lot of people coming out saying that there's a lot of plans that were going to be put into effect by the elites that the residents were blocking. So a lot of them were refusing to sell their land. The part of the island destroyed by the fires was prime area right next to lavish mega mansions. This is exactly where the video shut down last time. Now a lot of those locals are forced to sell their land. Many did die tragically in the flames. Yet you can see Oprah Winfrey, Bezos, Lady Gaga, Bill Gates, Morgan Freeman, Will Smith, Julia Roberts, they all have luxury mansions in Maui that are completely fine. Yes, absolutely. Well, okay, they always take care of their own, and that includes this. Obama calls for digital fingerprints so police can arrest people who share non-mainstream news. We already have the topic for the next Patreon-only video because we certainly can't talk about it on this, and it goes more in-depth into that. So we are getting to that point. Cindy saw that in 2025, you won't see politicians really out there in the open talking openly because, the system has collapsed to the point where they're hiding and they're not going out in the open because they've lost that part of the control. But they still have control because they still have all their toys and weaponry and their armies. And when human pilots won't work, they will refuse to go up and monitor their own. That's when they turn to the drones.
Mm-hmm. I mean, AI has been put into place very carefully so that, they can have this unfold nicely, very, very neatly, and in a way where they can always remain in control. At the same time, getting people to just, whenever they start to ask questions or, get excited or concerned about what's coming, oh no, don't worry, this other thing is going to happen, we're going to do this thing, and so is going to take care of it, and you just don't worry at all. Meanwhile, we keep losing our freedoms more and more every day.
Yeah, that next place in the agenda, that's where we are very close to right now. Russian warship fires warning shots at cargo vessels seeking Ukraine port entry. Yeah, absolutely. This is going to go hot. It's again, they could trigger this anytime, the expansion in Europe of the war. And then at some point in time, that Red Dawn scenario here in the U.S. and on the other NATO countries. Perseid Shower, last night took the dogs out at 1 or 2 a.m., somewhere around there, and immediately saw something flying through the sky. It was rather beautiful. You would say a shooting star in the old lingo. This looks a little different. Again, these are great covers too. When there's things happening that you don't want humanity to understand, such as the fact that there are conflicts that arise and there are satellites and ships that get destroyed and things like that. This just covers a lot of debris.
Well, yeah, it helps. Just, slap a label on it and tell them what it is.
Yeah, these new phenomenons, like red sprites, etc. Welcome to endless space. Every dot is a star. Every dot is a galaxy. Every bubble is a universe. Now, readers out of context here that there is no definitive proof that there is a multiverse or more than one universe. Isn't that curious? They want to control every aspect of our thinking. If we knew that the entirety of our universe is just a little cell, boy, does that shift perspective, does it not? And you are a universe unto yourself. It's written, ye are gods. Yeah, absolutely. As above, so below, it goes on indefinitely. And then again, in the Vedic worldview, we are all living in the mind of God. And, this being has a lifespan of billions of years. And yet, consciousness itself is eternal. So you really can't destroy consciousness. And again, this is why they want to make it like consciousness arises as a chemical reaction in your physical body, your physical brain. Everything they give you is so much a distortion. You can kind of take the opposite, and that's going to be way, way closer. And you can see these Franken Foods, the bear he's not even going to eat the beef because it's not even beef. No, see, he's like, no, I don't want that. See, this is McDonald's. If he doesn't want to eat that, then that should really tell you a lot, shouldn't it? No, dude, no, get that nasty stuff out of my face. And yet, we have people like right here, this man, his house is going up in flames. He's running in to get his pups. He's going to risk his life to get his dog. And the firefighters are like, hey, you're crazy if you go in there. But, he knows that dog loves him unconditionally, doesn't know anything any other way. How could it possibly be any other way?
Never, ever, ever underestimate the power of love when it comes to our loved ones and our pets. It has power, and it can really move mountains, and it can create miracles.
Absolutely. Nature will give it to us straight. And this quote here, in the end, what's most important is love. It's the only thing you can take with you. Well, we do take all of our experiences. So, we do take the good, the bad, and the ugly, but we'll understand it from a higher perspective when we are out of the body. But being in the body it's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to grow. And other topics there that we'll cover in upcoming videos as well. We got to be very careful with what we show where, because everything is going to a much higher level right now. That's really obvious.
Yeah, they're doing what they do.
They are. So guys, stay as prepared as possible. Think about what you're going to be growing for that fall winter garden. And make plans with neighbors, family, friends as best as you can. The only way we can do this is by getting outside of the system, and the system is going to make that harder and harder and harder. But that is exactly what's needed, is getting outside of the system, because the illusion of freedom is going away very, very quickly. It's really been an illusion the whole time. In the system, there really is no freedom.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, now we can simply see that it was an illusion.
It was an illusion the whole time. But yet, this is a big planet, and they are going to lose control of the planet. But that's why they have the plans to, again, try to get people in those tidy little 15-minute cities.
But nature will find a way.
Yes, look to nature. Thank you guys for your support on Ko-Fi and Patreon. Come join us over at Patreon for some videos that we won't have up anywhere else. God bless and namaste.
Namaste.